Hello, my crafty friends. Ooh, I'm so excited. So we're going to be working with a new medium, for me at least. It's Plaster of Paris. So what we're doing is we're taking these little dome from the Dollar Tree. I thought I had extra, but I didn't, so I took an old project apart. That's why you see that the base is kind of painted there. But what I did first was we needed something for it to stick to, right? So you saw me just taking a paper towel and I was just using a little Mod Podge, and then I let that dry all the way. And then it says to do half and half, water and the plaster of Paris, but you know me, I don't read directions very good. So I kind of got it to the consistency I needed. You can see up in the corner there, I have some bubble wrap. Now, I just want to tell you, once I start doing this, I figured out I should have used the smaller bubble wrap rather than the larger pattern. But I was already committed. So I was like, okay, here we go. So I cut off as much bubble wrap as I needed. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of just slather this all over. And I need to make sure not only do I get in between the bubbles, but on top of the bubbles. And there was the problem with the big bubble wrap. Because once it dried and I started to take it off, I could see the very top of the bubble, like it didn't get as good as I wanted it. That's why I'm saying I think the smaller bubble wrap, right, where the bubbles are smaller and closer together, would be so much better. But again, lesson learned. So if you do try this project, just be mindful of that. So I'm just scraping it all on there and just really working it around on there. I'm using kind of like this little spatula thing. Probably a little plastic spoon would be really good too. And you guys, the nice thing that I like about this, I have another cool project I want to do here in the next couple days. But once you just like, see how I laid that little cloche on there and I'm just kind of rolling it on. And then I just kind of folded it around the top. It's that simple. Here's what it looks like. So we're just going to let this sit and dry. Once it's all dry, we're going to start gently peeling this off, because super gently, like there were some parts at the top that were kind of stuck. I just kind of cut it with a little bit of scissors, but we're going to decorate the top anyway, so I'm not super, that's why I wasn't real worried about how that looked. But it's kind of looking like a faux like beehive. Right? Oh, okay. So then I grabbed out some of the paint and you can see where the bubble indentation, you can kind of see that's where a lot of that plaster wasn't left on there. And this paint color is very similar to that. So I just went and touched up all that area and just kind of did a little brush over the parts that are raised, right? And then what we'll do is, remember I told you this cloche is from another project. Well, it was on one of the Dollar Tree stands and then the little wood piece on there. So I was like, oh, I'm just going to put it right on here. So it'll just kind of be elevated. And then we can just kind of decorate as we want around it. Grab some greeneries and some little bees and all the fun stuff. But I just put this up here and let it glue, or let the glue dry really well and decorate it up. And here it is. I think this is so fun. I cannot wait to do more projects with you guys. So don't forget to follow the page for more crafts. Thanks, my friends.